Welcome back to the Museum of Aquarium and Pet History. All right, so last week, I think if you saw the bird cage, you know it was a disaster. We tried to open a wood crate that I had here for 6 months laying around. Couldn't get the crate open. Finally got it open and the cage was broken. And it was a glass bird cage, possibly by Merino. So that was a disaster and that was very, very sad. So that was last week. So we're going to show you some pretty straightforward stuff this week. This is a let me get it open. So one can never have enough piston pumps. I love piston pumps. This was like pre-vibrator pump. So this is when somebody had more than one fish tank and they wanted to pump them all. And this one actually has in the metal aqua stock. So this was, it says right here, Aquarium Stock Company, Los Angeles, New York. So this was, I'm sure, made for Aquarium Stock Company. I don't know who made it for them. But this is, it's cast metal right here with a sewing machine type motor. But it's very cool. Hard to find stuff for Aquarium Stock Company. There just wasn't a lot of it out there, or a lot of it that survived the wars. Although this was probably 50s, so post-World War II. But it's got the little logo, it's got a brass armature over here, and I'm sure it probably works. Let's check it out. Yeah, look at that. Woohoo! Very, very cool. Lots of air. They made good stuff. All right, Aquarium Stock Company. There's that one. All right, number 2. Okay, I've been waiting for this. This is a Marmatic fish food dispenser from Mardel. I remember Mardel very much. Company that was around in the 70s and 80s. Got bought out. I'm not sure who bought them out. But I'm sure that they had this made for them in the United States, which is really, really cool. Because these little electronic devices, after 70s, was pretty much made in China. But this was, I'm sure, 1970s, maybe 80s, probably 1970s. Oh, it was made in Hong Kong. Sorry about that. But here you go, a Marmatic fish food dispenser. Little thing here, lock, adjust. I think you add the food right in here, put it onto your fish tank, and the food drops out over here. So I've never seen one. This is the first time I've seen one of these. And I was hoping it was USA made, but it's not. It was made in Hong Kong, which means it was made in China and shipped to Hong Kong, because at that time, China wasn't the most favored nation. And so they would just bus it into, or freight it into Hong Kong and ship it out to us. All right. Pop secret, because it's a secret. Now we got okay. You go from bubble wrap to paper to tissue paper to paper towels. All right. Look at box this size for this. Oh, this is way cool. Grossflosser. This is fish food from Germany from about 1900 to 1915, I believe, right in there. The paradise fish is one of the very first tropical fish ever imported into the United States. And they actually imported them into France, I believe, first in about 1885, 1890. The French bred them, sent them over to England and Germany. They also bred them, shipped them to the United States around 1900 to 1910. So this is one of the earliest fish food containers that I've seen with a paradise fish on the outside. And this was from Germany. But beautiful illustration on a can there, so it's gorgeous. So I will leave you with that, and I will see you again. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you again next week. Take care, guys.